Dependability equate to great deals on Ram trucks. Finance and get an average $12,473 in total values on the 2018 Ram 1500. Or well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles get this low mileage lease on the 2018 Ram 1500.
American Idol, tonight at 8 on ABC 7.
Tonight, the holiday storm wreaking havoc across the country. A spring slam on Easter Sunday. The Midwest strike hitting right now. Up next, major cities along the East Coast. And already dangerous driving, hundreds of accidents. Denying the dreamers, President Trump says no more DACA deal, blaming the Democrats and tweeting, quote, caravans of immigrants are heading toward the southern border. City on edge, a grandmother among the demonstrators struck by a police car as protest over the deadly police shooting of Stephon Clark hit a flashpoint. Emergency landing, the passenger plane losing an engine, forced to turn back after a bird strike. And moment of impact, that space junk crashing toward Earth. Tonight, we're just hours away. What we've just learned about where and when.
From ABC News, this is ABC World News Tonight.
And good evening, happy Easter. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Tom Yamas, and we begin tonight with the Easter snow slamming its way across the country at this hour, from the Dakotas to the Northeast. Drivers facing heavy snow and whiteout conditions. Take a look at that. That's near Keene, Nebraska. And the storm blamed for a major highway pileup on I-80 in Pine Bluffs, Wyoming. The system now threatening a messy commute from D.C. to Philadelphia, New York to Boston, with snow, rain, and temperatures that feel nothing like spring. Weather anchor Sam Champion leads us off.
Tonight, back-to-back wintry blasts disrupting Easter plans for millions from the plains to the Great Lakes. The first storm dumping more than 10 inches of snow across central Minnesota. Treacherous driving conditions triggering more than 300 accidents statewide.
This time of year, we're pretty much sick of it.
Just outside Minneapolis, 7 inches of snow.
It was really wet and thick and heavy.
And with the bitter cold wind chills, the Twin Cities and Chicago seeing their coldest Easter in easily a decade.
So it's Mother's Nature's April Fool's to us.
The second blast causing whiteout conditions along I-80 in Nebraska. Slick roads also responsible for this multi-car pileup in Wyoming. Here, I-80 closed down for several hours overnight, backing up traffic for miles. In northern Wisconsin, up to a foot of snow. Authorities there warning drivers to beware of black ice.
You're not going to be able to stop very fast. You're going to slide for sure.
And in North Dakota, up to 8 inches, making these colorful Easter eggs a whole lot easier to see.
Hard to hide those eggs with all that snow. Let's get right to Sam now with the forecast. And Sam, you were telling me earlier this storm is moving very fast.
Oh, this is a fast mover, about 50 miles an hour, and it's driving right for the East Coast. So, Tom, let's show everybody where it is right now. Right now, St. Louis is right in the center of it all, getting a little snow, sleet, and even some ice in there. The line of snow is a thin line just to the north. Let's put this thing in motion and watch it barrel toward the eastern seaboard. And we'll call Philly, New York start time around 4 a.m. in the morning. You can see where we think this will be snow and where we think it'll be rain. It's a lot less snow, Tom, right along the coastline. These temperatures for some of these cities from Philly to New York will stay just above the freezing mark. So it's going to be a wet snow, about 2 to 3 inches of snow for most people, not really on the road surfaces, and then gone. This storm is out of here by noon, completely offshore.
And drivers have to be ready for tomorrow morning.
Have to be ready tomorrow morning. The problem with this is it comes when everyone's leaving for school and work.
All right, Sam, thanks so much. Let's turn now to politics and President Trump's Easter message from Mar-a-Lago. The president first tweeting Happy Easter before launching into a tirade, putting the future of nearly 700,000 dreamers in doubt. President Trump erupting over immigration, saying there will be no deal for DACA, attacking Democrats, threatening Mexico, and demanding the border wall. ABC's Tara Palmieri's in West Palm Beach tonight.
President Trump making a rare Sunday appearance with the First Lady. His message on Easter, slamming the door shut on dreamers.
A lot of people are coming in because they want to take advantage of DACA. And we're going to have to really see. They had a great chance. The Democrats blew it.
Those comments coming just after Trump unleashed about security on the Mexican border. Tweeting, caravans coming. Republicans must go to nuclear option to pass tough laws now. No more DACA deal. Just an hour before the tweet went out, a story appeared on Fox News about Central Americans marching through Mexico to the U.S. border to shed light on migrants and poverty.
They don't think it's illegal to go from one country to another, which is a clear standoff with this president who thinks otherwise.
New arrivals can't apply for protection under DACA. a program that protects people brought into the country illegally as children, known as Dreamers. The president's newest rejection of DACA marks a series of flips on the highly contentious issue. As a candidate, he was strongly against it.
We will immediately terminate President Obama's 2 illegal executive amnesties.
As president, he did rescind DACA, but repeatedly said he was open to a new deal.
We are going to deal with DACA with heart.
There should be a bill of love. Truly, it should be a bill of love, and we can do that.
He wanted border wall funding in exchange for a solution on DACA, but couldn't reach a deal with the Democrats on the details.
Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall. Who's going to pay for the wall? 100%.
Trump's Twitter barrage also taking aim at Mexico, threatening to nix NAFTA, the trade deal between the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. Tweeting, "They laugh at our dumb immigration laws. They must stop the big drug and people flows or I will stop their cash cow. NAFTA. Need wall."
All right, let's get out to Tara in West Palm Beach right now, where the president spent the weekend. And Tara, this latest move by the president seems to threaten any legislative breakthrough. The next step will be a legal battle in the courts?
That's right, Tom. The program is still in effect while 2 federal courts decide on the case. Whatever the outcome, it's likely to go to the Supreme Court, and the earliest they can hear the case is October. Tom?
Tara Palmieri for us tonight. Tara, thank you. To the west now, in the chaotic protest over the deadly police shooting in Sacramento. A police vehicle, look closely, seen knocking down a protester during a rally for Stephon Clark. Witnesses say the deputy did not stop. Now, the sheriff's department says protesters were pounding and kicking their vehicles. ABC's Zachary Quiche in Sacramento.
Tonight, the California Highway Patrol investigating the moments leading up to and after a sheriff's vehicle hit a grandmother protesting the death of Stephon Clark.
And Zachary Quiche joins us live from Sacramento. And Zachary, I want to go back to that grandmother who was protesting and was struck by the police car. You have some new reporting tonight on her condition?
Tom, the family says the woman was released from the hospital last night, but that she's still in a lot of pain. They also tell us deputies checked on her while she was in the hospital. However, the family will retain an attorney, and the sheriff's office will launch an internal investigation. Tom?
Zachary Quiche for us tonight. Zachary, thank you. We had a little trouble with the story there. We want to turn now to the emergency landing at JFK here in New York. The Delta flight on its way to Denver, losing an engine because of a bird strike moments after takeoff. Here's ABC's Adrian Banker.
What began as a routine takeoff for a JFK to Denver-bound plane
contact New York departure. Have a nice day.
within minutes turning to panic after a bird strike on Delta Flight 2836 Saturday.
We just took a bird in our number 1 engine, declared an emergency.
One engine shutting down, the jet only 500 feet in the air when the bird made impact.
Have fire and rescue look at the engine. We're getting pretty good vibration here, so.
The pilots forced to return quickly.
The problem with more birds being close to the ground is you could ingest them into the engines and damage the engines at very vulnerable times in the flight.
According to the FAA, in 2015, when data was last reported, there were nearly 14,000 cases of birds striking airplanes, with hundreds of reports of damage.
Tom, besides the potentially life-threatening consequences, bird strikes come at a cost of at least $229 million per year to the aviation industry. Fortunately, in this case, no one was hurt. Tom?
Adrian Bankert for us. Adrian, thank you. Next tonight, the so-called teacher rebellion gaining momentum across the country. Teachers staging protests, going on strike, demanding better pay. Thousands waging major battles in several states, including Arizona, Kentucky, and Oklahoma, along with the strike recently settled in West Virginia. Here's ABC's Ariel Reshef.
Teachers trading in lesson plans for protest signs.
We are at a crisis point in public education.
Red for Ed! Walking out of classrooms in 3 states, demanding an end to the growing education crisis. In Kentucky, educators calling in sick to march against recent reductions in their pension.
This is more than just about teachers at this point. It's about our students. We live for our kids.
Frustration echoed in Oklahoma, which ranks 50th in teacher pay. Monday, up to 40,000 teachers expected to skip school, shutting down 70% of the state's districts as they fight for more funds, smaller class sizes, and less teacher turnover.
Today, we're going to develop your cover letter. That's
Susan Simmons joining a growing list of Oklahoma teachers crossing the border for better pay. A 40-mile drive to Kansas gets her $10,000 more a year.
You're just driving across the state to be able to pay your bills.
Oklahoma lawmakers did pass a bill Thursday that included raising teacher salaries by an average of $6,100. But for some educators, it fails to address overall funding shortages.
And everyone tends to be happy, like wants to do a victory lap about this, but I'm disheartened.
In Arizona, thousands of teachers descending on the state capitol, calling for a 20% increase in pay.
I can't even afford to have my kids on my health insurance.
Now threatening to strike.
People do need to act now.
And Tom, all of this activism coming on the heels of a successful teacher strike in West Virginia. Teachers there walking out of class for 9 days. Lawmakers eventually agreeing to pay them 5% more. Tom?
Ariel Reshchev with a story we'll be watching all of next week. All right, Ariel, thank you. Overseas tonight in a new sign of warming relations between North and South Korea. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un making a surprise appearance, attending a rare South Korean pop concert in Pyongyang. Leaders from the North and the South are scheduled to meet on April 27th. And celebrating Easter at the Vatican, Pope Francis delivering his Easter message in front of a crowd of about 80,000. The Pope calling for peace in the world, including an end to conflicts in Syria, Yemen, and the Middle East. Now to the out-of-control space station plunging from the sky. The Chinese station falling to Earth and expected to enter the atmosphere and burn up within the next several hours. Space agencies around the world are tracking the station and possible debris, but where it hits is still anyone's guess. But we are getting a major update tonight. Here's ABC's Whit Johnson.
Tonight, the final countdown, the explosive re-entry of China's first space station expected at any moment. The latest simulation video showing most of it burning up in the sky. And now, a new prediction.
We have extremely high confidence that the United States is in the clear.
The updated path of re-entry far south of the United States, the Pacific Ocean, hundreds of miles off the coast of South America. Still, ever since the Chinese lost control of Tiangong-1 2 years ago, the exact location of its fiery finale has been difficult to predict. The Aerospace Corporation tracking its orbit, not ruling out another surprise.
If it were to re-enter earlier, would be over Asia. And if it were to re-enter later, would be South America and then passing northeast up over Africa and into Asia again.
The odds of getting hit by a piece of space junk are 1 trillion to 1, but that hasn't stopped many from looking to the sky, including Bill Nye.
What's unique about this space station?
Debris from outer space. Thousands of tons hit the Earth every night, every day, all the time. But this thing's 8.5 tons, and it's cylindrical. The solar panels are going to go like this or like this, and so there's a lot of unknowns.
And Whit Johnson joins us now. Whit, I see you're not wearing your helmet, a good sign for Americans. Where is the debris expected to fall?
Yeah, we think we're in the clear here in the United States, Tom, but right now the latest trajectory has re-entry over the Pacific Ocean, which would mean any surviving debris from this space station would actually travel over South America and then into the Atlantic Ocean. But scientists are tracking its every move and every second because we've already seen it change a few times so far.
And Whit, if people were in the area around re-entry, what could they possibly see?
It'd be quite the spectacular show, Tom. Scientists say if the conditions were right, again, you would have to specifically be in South America or someplace over the Pacific. But if you look to the sky, you would see a streak of light breaking apart and then what would look like a cluster of shooting stars raining down. Quite a sight, Tom. Quite a sight is right. All right, Whit John for us tonight. Whit, thanks so much. And there's still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Sunday. The shocking police body cam. Gunfire erupting when authorities open a car door. The suspect shot. What police recovered at that scene. Plus, your money. We all know smartphone prices are soaring. Tonight, how much you can save and how it could be in the hundreds range on your next phone. The tips for cashing in. And they're going to need a bigger boat. The close encounter with a monster great white shark stalking 2 police officers on a dinghy. Stay with us.
This is ABC World News Tonight, brought to you by Dr. Scholl's Pain Relieving Orthotics.
Each year, Sarah climbs 58,070 steps. That's the height of Mount Everest. Because each day she chooses to take the stairs, at work, at home, even on the escalator. That can be hard on her lower body. So now she does it with Dr. Scholl's